Well, I kind of look like an egg this week, but that's okay.
Sometimes eggs are beautiful. You disagree. You disagree that eggs are beautiful.
I mean, they're fine, but I don't want to be a like I don't want to
Beautiful
be I
egg.
don't want to be I don't want to be an egg. Like of all the things to be beautiful, like and it's an egg. Like imagine if someone were to walk up to you and they're like, Brittany, you are as gorgeous as an egg. Like what would you do if someone randomly at work was just like, yeah, girl, you strut that egg shit.
Okay. All right. So, beautiful egg, no go. Got you.
Welcome to Dysfunctionally Yours, the podcast where we embrace the chaos, laugh through the struggles, and find hope on the other side of trauma. I'm your host, Brittany, and if you've ever felt like your life was a beautifully messy roller coaster of dysfunction, trust me, you're in good company. Here, we'll have real, raw, and sometimes ridiculous conversations about mental health, relationships, and healing, because let's be honest, life isn't always pretty, but that doesn't mean we can't come out of it stronger and maybe even smiling. So grab a cup of coffee or a glass of bubbles, and let's navigate this wild journey together, dysfunctionally, but never alone.
Welcome back to Dysfunctionally Yours.
This is Chris, your co-host.
I'm Brittany. What on earth? Okay, I think we're rocking and rolling today. We have not one plan.
Well, I mean, we're rolling, that's for sure.
We're rolling. Damn. Okay.
You didn't even bring me a Starbucks.
Do not, Chris.
Like, what if I would have
Do
a drink?
not.
Like I got you breakfast burritos
Do
and
not
donuts last week.
Fuck with me. I have receipts. Look, right here. 9:02 a.m. Stopping at Starbucks. Need anything? 9:03.
Yeah, an iced coffee would be great.
Nope. 9:03. Receipts. No, I'm good. Thank you, though. Exclamation point. And then I said, the lady in front of me ordered $104 worth of drinks. Ma'am, go inside with this nonsense.
There was enough drinks to bring me one then.
Did you invite that lady over? I didn't know her. Who spends $104 in one sitting at Starbucks?
It's honestly, I was trying to think, like, was it a big family? But
it was a minivan.
In my head, I'm like, you probably have like a family of like, I don't know, 8 or something like that, and 8 drinks is $100. Like, I don't know. I have here we go with capitalism again. Billionaires. Anyway,
You know what? I'm going to tell you what I saw. I saw a lady talking about how you should not be tipping at restaurants after the meal because for the commoners that we are, you tip as a form of like, thank you for this service. She said, but in my world, the wealthy, she says, we tip before the meal because that is setting your expectation. We're not thanking you afterwards because then there's no leverage there. We're thanking you beforehand so that we're already telling you what you're worth, and that is going to dictate the service that you give.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing for years. What have you been doing?
I don't know. I guess I've just been saying thank you.
Oh, yeah. No,
and I walk out on the bill. I don't even pay my bill. I just walk out.
I mean, I always just tip an automatic $500 before every meal.
You just walk in.
Yeah. I mean, even going through the McDonald's drive-thru, like, hey, you know what? $500. Here you go.
Absolutely. Before you even put your order in.
Exactly.
You're like, hey, this is Chris. I will be placing an order, but I'm letting you know I will be tipping you $500 prior to my order.
Every single time.
I love that. And clearly I've been doing life wrong.
Well,
always.
That's okay. We're here. We're growing. We're learning. And we're being better than we were yesterday. So now you know how to be better.
Well, this might be the first and only time I've ever said this in my entire life, but if that's what it takes to be better, I don't want to be better. I'm okay. I'm going to stay just like I am. No change, no growth, no nothing. I'm not tipping McDonald's $500 ever.
Yeah, you got me there.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's the show. We're done.
We're done.
If there's no
cameras.
growth left,
There's no growth.
then there's no podcast, because we got to embrace our dysfunctionalness and then grow from it. But now I'm saying there's no more growth. So where do we go from here?
Well, goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Well,
so that was...
It's interesting, though, that you bring up, like, the dysfunctional piece. And I say that because I kind of had this experience yesterday where I was like, okay, I'm going to go, like, I worked from home yesterday. So I was like, I'm going to go grab some lunch for Ryan and I. Like, I'm just going to run out really quick, grab something. And this all leads into being dysfunctional because bad driving is one of my biggest pet peeves, I think. And I was turning out of, because I actually did go to McDonald's yesterday, which I regret, by the way. I don't know why I do that. I always think it's going to be good and then it's not. Anyway, I was like going to turn out of McDonald's, and then there's another restaurant on the other side of the street, and this woman was also going to turn out, and we were turning the same direction. I got there first, and she kept trying to go and like threw her hands up at me and was like, yeah, doing the, and so like, yeah,
I do that back. When people throw their hands up at me, I get bigger and I'm like,
no, I did. That's what I did too. Normally, I'm trying to like keep myself calm and collected, but I'm like, I'm just tired of people like just thinking that they can drive wherever. Like, it's kind of like being in the grocery store and you're like, oh, I need to go get some sour cream, and then there's 30 people in front of the sour cream looking for the cheese, but they're still standing in front of the sour cream like, oh, where is it?
why are there so many people buying sour cream?
Are you a sour cream fan?
I mean, I do like sour cream on certain things, but like, why are there so many people buying sour? Why are there 30 people there?
There's a big market for sour cream, Brittany.
You know who has the best sour cream in the entire world? I will fight anybody on this.
I need to know.
Taco Bell. Taco Bell's sour cream is superior. I don't know what it is. I don't know what preservative is in there that tastes so good. I love sour cream from Taco Bell.
You told me you went to Taco Bell a couple weeks ago.
It was that day I came over here hungover.
Yeah. I never really pictured you as a T-Bell girly. Is that like your...
If I eat fast food, because I'm not a big fast food person. But if I eat fast food, my fast food is Taco Bell or Chick-fil-A or like an In-N-Out burger. Yeah, I'm not a big, but like drunk Brittany, 10 toes down Taco Bell. Then there's no hangover left. No hangover to be heard or found of. Yeah.
Everyone loves Taco Bell. Like, everyone around me loves Taco Bell, and I can't do it. I don't know why. Like, I've tried it a couple of times, even recently, and I'm just like, no. Like, I can't.
What'd you get?
I just get like the Doritos, like tacos or...
Oh, I wouldn't have got that.
What?
I wouldn't have got that. I've gotten it because I was excited. Like, oh my God, I love Doritos. I love Taco Bell. I love tacos.
But they're just fine. And
they're
cheese
like,
The cheese reminds me of...
you want to know a story about Taco Bell cheese?
I don't know. Maybe.
The shredded cheese or the
shredded
queso? Okay, so yes, my story is about the shredded cheese.
Okay.
So I, back in the day, went and I ran a half marathon. I actually ran a lot, but the story is not about that.
Oh, you're an athlete.
Shh. Don't tell anyone. So I went and we ran a half marathon and we stopped for Taco Bell on the way back. It was just like, we need to get something because we were going to do a big like steak dinner later, but it was like, I was starving after this. So I was like, let's just grab some
fuel up.
Tacos. Yeah. No, we were done running it. I'm not fueling up on Taco Bell for a marathon. Like, that feels
No, I know.
Dangerous. Yeah. So
Gotta feel
so I
up
had to
after all that.
Oh, yeah. So anyways, we're sitting out on the porch with our tacos and, the cheese just falls out. So the cheese fell out onto the ground and the ants came, as ants do when food is on the ground in the summertime. And the ants ate the cheese and proceeded to die all around it. The ants just died. They did not carry the cheese away. And so I was like, what the hell? Well, then it was later that I learned, and I don't know why I didn't know this, but like, whatever, I didn't. And so it was later that I learned that shredded cheese, they use actual like sawdust to help keep it from molding and stuff like that.
I heard about
Just like,
that.
yeah, like all shredded cheese, Kraft, Sartagios, or whoever makes shredded cheese, all the places. But I was like, oh, maybe ants don't like sawdust. Maybe they're more sensitive to it than we are.
God, I'm gonna have to pull a Ina Garten and be like, well, if you can't whittle your own cheese from your own personal tools, store-bought will do just fine.
Yeah. So
That's wild, though. They just all
they
of them?
died. Yeah. They just came and died.
Wow, an entire ant colony wiped out by Taco Bell shredded cheese.
I mean, that batch of worker ants absolutely came to divide and conquer and take that cheese, and they died. They did not divide. They just died. Yeah. So that did not stop me from eating the rest of my tacos, but it was fascinating while I was eating my tacos, watching the ants just like die.
These creatures are dying while they're eating exactly the same thing that I'm eating. That's crazy.
I better keep eating.
Better keep eating.
Yeah. So sour cream from Taco Bell is the best, and cheese from Taco Bell kills ants. So take and do with that information what you will. But
I
now
will not
know.
be going to Taco Bell ever, probably.
Well, more for me,
Unless
guess.
it's to get a Baja Blast.
I don't even like Baja Blast. It's too sweet. I know. I'm
looking over here for I'm like, where's my drink?
Again, I have receipts. He did not ask for a drink.
I'm not a big coffee person. I only like coffee when it's in the fall.
Well, and I've definitely stopped and gotten Starbucks on my way over here before and didn't even think to offer it to you because I know that you only drink like coffee in the fall.
I used to drink the refreshers.
Well,
the
and
sugar.
So that's why I was like, well, maybe I'll ask. Like really in my brain, I was like, he's gonna tell me no because he doesn't drink coffee. But also it did cross my mind. Well, he had breakfast burritos last week, so I can offer this because that was where I was going. So I was thinking of you.
But you offer me something that you know that I'm gonna say no to.
You could. There's other things on the menu. You could have been like,
you're not wrong. I could have said yes to the. I could have been like, yeah, I'll take a strawberry acai refresher.
100%. You could have said any of the things, or you could have just randomly been like, you know what? I'm starving. Bring me an egg bite from there, please.
Oh,
and
God,
I would have been like, okay,
never. But yeah.
Okay. I'm just saying, like, Chris, you are on one
the
today.
most beautiful human in the world.
You're the most beautiful egg.
I don't want to be a fucking egg.
Well, you walked into that one. Look, what is your ache and relief of the week?
Right. Gosh. What is my ache of the week? Gosh, how do I explain this?
With words?
Yeah. No, I was going to do an interpretive dance.
Perfect.
And that's how
nailed it.
Nailed it.
Taking that on tour.
Oh yeah, so I've been sitting on that one since '82.
When this podcast goes on tour, that will be we will get up and do an interpretive dance.
That's how we'll open every show. We'll do an interpretive dance.
Thing.
Okay,
sorry.
Let's start with my ache of the week. I'll switch it up this week. How do I say this without I want to think how I want to say this. I try fairly hard to be a pretty like positive person like in how I show up. 90% of the time. The other 10% of the time is when people have done something that have pissed me off.
Like drivers.
Yes. Um, my ache this week is I wish people would just be more positive sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think it's hard because we are surrounded by so much negativity right now,
No.
regardless of where you stand in the world or whatever that looks like. Like, there's just so much out there that's regardless, like, we're all kind of struggling with something, right? And I try really hard, especially at work, to just be positive, try to have a positive attitude. There were a lot of challenges at work this week due to some system changes, and it just caused a lot of feelings, I think. And
Boo on change.
yes. Um and it was just hard to navigate some of that because I think there's just so many feelings there, and it just didn't feel like a great week. Like, I want to go to work
Sure.
and have like positive interactions with my coworkers, my management team, community partners, whoever I'm interacting with. And I don't know like exactly where it stems from because it's not just work either. I feel like in general, I'm seeing a lot of negativity. And this week, I felt like it just kind of compounded almost. And I was feeling like, God, I just want to get away from everyone and everything. Everyone's just being so just negative and frustrated. Um so I think that's my ache of the week. It's just feeling kind of caught in like negativity, frustrated feelings. And that just kind of sucks. It doesn't feel great.
Yeah. No, not at all. I can feel that. I can resonate with that. I feel like I've been dealing with that a lot on my own, just sort of in the similar arenas for similar reasons. So that's tough. That's tough. I feel like a little bit of a refresh with a little bit of a break can get you to like take that step back from it and be like, yeah, I don't like what's happening and can't change what's happening, can only change and control me, right? And then you go back into the next week, even if it's the same shit, you're able to be like,
Yep, same shit, but you know what? We
I
got
can control
this.
me. Yeah.
Like, I can control how
Yeah.
I'm reacting to this.
Yes.
I control how I'm interacting with my peers and just even outside
Yeah.
of work, right? Like, we all have the power to choose how we interact with people. And, I wish we would choose being kinder and kindness and compassion over just this like everyone's out to like I don't know, it feels like everyone's just very standoffish. It's a lot different from when I felt like I grew up in a time where I didn't
He
lock
grew up
my
10 years ago.
I've been I have been on this earth for almost 29 years, almost. And actually it's only going to be 28 because I stopped aging, but I grew up in a time where I didn't have to lock my house at night. Like, I
Yeah.
hung out with my friends until like midnight and then walked home, and
Yeah.
like I wouldn't do that now.
Yeah.
No way.
Oh, right.
But anyway, my point with all of that is I just wish we could kind of go back to the almost those like simpler times of just like having community, not being stressed out, not having our eyes glued to our phones. Actually starting to think that technology is becoming like it's great in the sense of, we get all the news all the time, and I personally love it because it helps me keep up to date with pop culture. Because I mean, like, I was on all the Reddits today, like looking at streaming numbers and all the things because it's just what I do every Saturday. As a producer, it's important for me to be up to date on those numbers.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I wish we were just a bit more kinder with ourselves, with each other, our environment. Um yeah.
Yeah. Heavy stuff sometimes. The world is a heavy, heavy place. What is your relief in the midst of all the heavy? Yeah, go for it.
You know what my relief is.
I know. Let us have it.
Oh my God. Everyone knows of the Queen of Pop, Madonna. She, literally iconic, teamed up with the most powerful, unstoppable, global, internationally famous pop icon, Sabrina Carpenter. They don't be doing this because you be jamming out to their new song just as much as I do.
Madonna's song. It's fantastic.
It is a pop icon duo. We give equal praise to each artist. It is their song.
No, it didn't get released as theirs. It got released as Madonna's featuring her. Like nobody, anytime like Eminem collaborates with Skylar Grey, nobody's like, oh, it's Skylar Grey's album. No, it's Eminem.
No, totally agree. It's not Sabrina's album.
Right.
It's Madonna's
so it's not
album
equal.
with Madonna and Sabrina in the lead single for the album. So anyway,
but the song is great.
It's so good. It is
so good.
Some of the best like house, electro, techno, like dance music that I didn't know we needed.
I did know we needed it. I have been missing it. Like, I feel like that's part of like what resonates in my soul. And so whenever you and I were talking a couple weeks ago about all this new pop music, that I'm like, I cannot get behind these artists. Like, it's just not my vibe. It's not my jam. And I have always called myself like a girly pop, like 100%. I love crappy pop music. I love it so much. And I cannot get behind all of these new artists. So that's why I love this so much, because it's like gone back to it feels very like the pop that I like, where you just sort of feel it in your soul. It's not soft. It's not flowy. It's really just like you can dance. You can feel a beat. You can like move to it. It's just exciting.
We're doing the stanky leg on the dance floor. Like,
so, no, I do. I love it. And it stayed very true to like who Madonna is, so it just feels like,
and I like that it
feels great.
It gave kind of equal parts to like Madonna has a verse, Sabrina, and I like the back and forth that they do.
Yeah.
Like it's very cute, and it's so cool to see this cross-generational pop duo like kind of come together. And I'll be the first person to say, if you would have gave me a list of artists and was like, who would you want Sabrina Carpenter to collaborate with? I don't think I would have picked Madonna out of a list, to be honest. But after hearing them together, I'm like, oh,
it's great.
Their voices actually blend really and layer really well together. And they do it really well in the song. And I'm like, okay.
Well, and I mean, I think if you go back to the song that Madonna collabed with Justin Timberlake on, they did that back and forth. And whenever she collabed with Britney Spears, they do that back and forth. Madonna shares her music very well. So no, it is a bop. It is going to be a great jam for the summer. The song of the summer. It's great. It is actually just so good. It feels good. It feels lovely. It's just it's fun. So I will say this is the first song.
Y'all are hearing it here now.
This is the first song that Sabrina Carpenter is on that I actually like. And not just like, I am obsessed with this song. It's so good. They did a great job.
I've listened to it like 4 times today already.
No, same. I was listening to it in my house. I listened to it all the way over here. I listened to it a ton yesterday.
Like, it's going to be on my workout playlist.
I also really love the music that it's bringing. Like, whenever you say, like, play more like this, I love the music that it's pulling in to play more like this, because it is pulling up songs that, like, I haven't heard for a long time or that have been missing, because, again, obviously, like Madonna, and it has the sound of what older pop songs had.
A lot of people are saying it kind of gives vibes to her earlier work, like in the late 80s, early 90s kind of vibe.
Yeah. Well, and it's there's a part of it in the middle, and I'm gonna have to keep listening to it, but I like hit it and then I rewound it and I hit it and I rewound it. Something in the very beginning that it's pulled. It's like sampled from her own song. Like it is a beat that she has used previously, and so I heard it, and I like it was.
You're like, what is it? I've heard
the
this
tip of my
sound.
tongue. I was like, I'm gonna start singing this other Madonna song, but
Scratched an itch in your
yeah,
brain, and you're
yeah.
like,
So
what
now
is
I'm
it?
like, I'm on a roll. So yeah, no, it's great. So that's great. My ache of the week is, nothing's changed from some of the things that have been going on. And I know I said like last week, it just had been like really kind of heavy. So nothing's changed. So that's just sort of status quo. That feels just very like,
Yep, we're still
it
in
is
the
what it
same
is,
boat,
and we're
and gonna keep on
rowing.
swimming up.
Well, yeah. So like I can't really say that anything is better or worse in that sense. That's the same. So that's not really my ache because I'm kind of like adjusted into the ache of it now. But
You're like, it's not important enough to be an ache anymore. It was an ache, and it's gonna continue to be a minor ache, but here we are.
Yeah, for sure. But there's this old like marine aquarium overseas that it's out of business, but there's still whales there and dolphins there. And I check on it every once in a while to see if they've made movement on getting these whales and dolphins transported to a different aquarium. And they haven't. So every time I like check in on it and it's the same, and you just see these poor whales just more or less dying in captivity with nothing.
Are they even getting fed? Like,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the owner of the aquarium before it shut down is responsible for this marine wildlife that is still in his aquarium. And so he has to make sure that they are still getting fed. So they do. There's a very small skeleton crew that goes in and feeds all of them, which is all well and good. But there's no maintenance being done to this aquarium. It is falling apart. It's not cleaned the way that it needs to be. It's not maintained the way. And part of the reason that all of these aquariums are shutting down is because the world is deciding that it's not an appropriate place for killer whales to be. And so it's just really sad situation, and nobody can come to agreements on what they're going to do with these poor whales. And it's really sad. Like, figure it out. Like, they don't have forever, and they're just floating in decaying situations. So that sucks. That's my ache.
It's interesting that you say that because I saw something about SeaWorld this week where I guess a bunch of people were up in arms because I guess SeaWorld is still a thing and still up and running, and people are like, you need to free all these animals. And then you had this other side of people that were like, actually SeaWorld is a rehab program and they do a lot of really good work around like caring for animals that have been injured. Like that's how I saw it too. There was a giant seal that was attacked, had like you could see it's like blubber and everything, and SeaWorld was like waiting for it to get in a spot where they could kind of get it and start like trying to get it healthy again. And so I saw like two sides of people that were like, well, fuck SeaWorld, and then you have the other side of people that are like, no, actually SeaWorld's helping. So it's very interesting to hear that like there's still kind of two sides to this debate, because like I can see both sides to it. Like I think there's value in rehab programs and truly helping, but also have we taken it too far? Have we literally captured wild animals and taken them from their pods and and all the things? Like I think both are true.
Yeah, both are like two things can be true at one time, right? Like the same way some people will protest a zoo but be okay with an animal conservation. And that's, how things are being reworded and relabeled and reclassified because like it is different. But like not to go into all of that because I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but that like I just really hate seeing that. But I will say my relief of the week is sort of in the same vein, but like not. So I, for the past year and a half now, have been obsessed, probably to an unhealthy level, with these eagles that live in Big Bear, California.
Is it Jackie and Shadow?
It's Jackie and Shadow. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how are they doing? I haven't heard about.
Okay.
I forgot they. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I tracked them all through the rest of the season after their babies fledged the nest last year. Sunny and Gizmo flew away.
Sunny and Gizmo.
Yeah. And then I watched them all summer and fall and into the winter. And then, so Jackie laid some eggs earlier in the season. The ravens got the eggs. That was very sad. Jackie laid 2 more eggs, like little miracle eggs, and both of them hatched. And so the babies are like, they're getting really big already. And so they finally got their names this week. And so the babies are now named Sandy and Luna, which is just adorable. So like my relief of the week is absolutely that like Sandy and Luna got named. I've been waiting.
I need to go to the Eagle Camp. I totally forgot about. I
watch them all the time.
I watched them hatch, and then I don't know what. I think Coachella probably happened. Because my brain has been nothing but Coachella for 2 weeks. So I'm gonna have to go and take a look and see how big they've gotten. That's so fun.
Huge. They're huge. They're getting so big. They're just so cute, and I just love that they finally got named.
And they're so those are cute names.
Yeah, Sandy
Luna?
was the lady who started that foundation and their cam and stuff, and she passed away.
I heard that.
Yeah, while Jackie was on her maybe the first batch of eggs. Like she recently passed away. So the world was kind of like they should be named after her, but like you get a 3rd grade class in Big Bear Elementary School that actually chooses the names for the eagles. And so it was like there's no guarantee that that's going to happen, and she wouldn't want to deviate from that. Like this was her program. She's the one who said the 3rd graders get to choose the baby's names all the time. It's always been that way. So they were like, we're not going to force that upon them. But nonetheless, one of them's name is Sandy. So that's just like, I love them. I love watching them. I just put them up on my phone at work, and they're in my background all day. I just love them. I love them so much.
I love that. I'm going to have to check them out and see how big they've gotten. I saw them when they first hatched.
Yeah, I was worried about the second one, but then like it came along just fine, and now they're so big, just bebopping around.
Aww.
So that's my relief.
That is such a great relief of the week.
I think it's just like you have to find the small things that bring you joy. I think that the world gets so caught up, especially like, right, I've talked about my own journey a lot about depression and things like that. And it's like, if everything is going bad, what do you have to look forward to? Where does hope come from? Any of those types of things. But we focus too small. Like it becomes too small that we are looking for joy within. And I think it's really important to branch out a little bit and look for joy in bigger and larger things. Like I will never see those eagles in real life. Not those. I'm not going to Big Bear to see the eagles.
If we went next weekend, what if we did the show from Big Bear?
From Big Bear? Oh, that'd be awesome, actually.
We'll just casually just climbing all the way up to the nest. Yeah. They'll be our special guests.
Special guests.
You heard it here first. Jackie and Shadow.
So, I think you have to find those things. And I remember spending so much time in like the hospital, and like even as a kid in residential, and then as an adult in like the mental hospital, trying to like keep myself alive, whatever. And then being like, but make a list of 5 things that make you happy. And I'm like, nothing makes me happy. I'm fucking depressed trying to kill myself. Like, what do you mean? But then they're like, no, find like something. Do you like the smell of something? Do you like
the color blue? Like, quite
just
literally,
like what makes you happy?
Brings a smile to your face.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've always been able to say, like, the mountains make me happy. That's a large part of like being able to move back home to Colorado. I like just when I look out my window and I see the mountains in the morning, I'm forever in awe of them. There is not a day that I take them for granted that I do not notice them. Like today over here, like on my way over here, bluebird skies, just blue as could be. And you could see Pikes Peak, you could see all the way down to Pikes Peak, and it is covered in snow. It is white as could be. And I'm like, we didn't get snow, but like that cold burst that we got, Pikes Peak
Mhm.
got snow. And it's the only mountain right now covered in snow. And you could just see it. And I'm like, that is gorgeous.
It just
like
looks beautiful.
just beautiful, right? So I've always been able to be like, I love the mountains. I love the smell of rain. Like, I love the way the sun feels on my skin, much unlike you.
You know, even I hate the sun.
I love the sun.
Even something like just getting a Starbucks drink for yourself is like
That's why I stopped at Starbucks today. I was going to get there too. Cause it's like, it wasn't that I didn't want to come here. Cause I truly did. I love recording the podcast. It's great fun. I just, for whatever reason, was moving so slow.
It's like, oh my God, I got to drag myself out of bed.
Yeah. And it was like, I was awake. I was texting you. So like when you were like, yeah, can you come earlier? Yeah, of course I can. Cause I'm laying here wide awake. And then the idea of like getting up to actually.
And that was like an hour and a half before. Like we had plenty of time.
No, 100%. There was no reason. There was no reason.
Just,
I just could not.
I want to get up.
I could not get there to do it. And so it was like, you know what? I am really good about whenever I don't want to do errands, when I don't want to go to Costco, when I don't want to do this.
I'm going to give myself a little reward.
I do. I get myself a treat either before I walk in or knowing that that's what I'm getting when I walk out or whatever. And so it was like, you know what? Today is a Starbucks day. Today is a Starbucks day. So I am getting myself a treat. I am taking it with me and I will be there. And that was 100% what got me out my door, was to be like,
I get a treat.
I get a drink. And I was excited about it. So like small things, super, super small things. Like I don't get Starbucks every day. I get Starbucks very, very rarely because like, why am I spending $6 or $7 on a drink whenever I make really good coffee at my own house? So like, I don't need to go do that. That feels like a waste of money. I buy good coffee. I make good coffee. So it's like,
do you hand grind the beans every morning?
Right. If I had a barista come live in my house, that'd be great. My house would always smell like the inside of Starbucks, which would also be great. I just love the smell of coffee. Nonetheless, as I go through the drive-thru. Nonetheless, like I treated myself coming over here. Like it's, you know, it's about doing the things that are nice and they don't have to be massive. It doesn't have to be massive to say. Like when people are like, self-care, take care of yourself, do something nice for yourself. You don't need to spend the whole day going to the spa. If you can and that's your jam, go do that. I don't have time or desire, because I don't like being touched, but like I don't have the time or desire to go for a whole spa day. But sitting in the drive-thru knowing that I'm driving away with my little Starbucks that's going to sit right next to me for the next hour, I like that.
I think
that was for me. That was a present for me. I'm so good at giving myself like
a little
small
something.
something.
You know, and I think that's a good reminder, and that's something that like personally I want to say that I'm working on it, but I know myself and I think this just may be who I am, because like I've tried to practice like, ooh, I could, you know, if I want to get like some clothes or something, like, okay, I'll only get like a shirt today or maybe one pair of jeans, and then I end up walking out with like 20 things that aren't even jeans or a shirt at all. So like my example of like treating myself is like, ooh, I bought myself a new phone. I'm buying some new earbuds. Like
right.
I'm like, it's the big things.
Big, yeah.
And I find joy in those things. And I know that's who I am, but I think there is value in just slowing down, and like, because the next big thing that I want to purchase, like my husband actually asked me today, like, well, your birthday's coming up, what do you want for your birthday? And I was like, I want to drop $1,000 on Sabrina Carpenter concert tickets. Like I want VIP, I want to meet her, I want a photo, I will pay whatever for it.
Okay.
And he was
Is she coming here?
No, she hasn't announced anything.
Oh,
like literally I told my husband, in preparation for a potential tour announcement this year, I want to save any birthday expenses and use it for like I would pay so much money to have one good like solid concert experience in my life. Like
sure.
I've been to like 2 concerts in my entire life.
Oh, okay.
Like yeah, like I just discovered that, oh, now that I'm an adult with adult money, like I could go see people that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
Like So when I think of art, like I would see Lady Gaga. I would probably
Oh my God,
I would
yeah.
spend a lot of money on Lady Gaga. But all of that to say, I'm trying to put my money into experiences and
Yes.
things that I have not necessarily experienced before. And I truly have not had like a concert that I've went to with an artist that I love. Like the concerts I've been to have been with like my husband to see like some rock bands and they're good. Like they're not bad, but I haven't done it for me
For you, yeah.
yeah. So like
Yeah.
so for me, I'm like if there's one person that I would spend a ton of money on right now, it would be to see Sabrina Carpenter. I
Yeah.
would pay for like VIP whatever. Like it would probably
Yeah.
be the only time in my life, but I'm like I
Yeah.
want to do it once.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. Yeah, everybody should see their like a bucket list concert, if at all possible. Like I like music. I like concerts. They're a good time. I've been to see great concerts. I've been to see concerts I don't even care to see. I've been to see
What's the
all
best
kinds of
concert
stuff.
you've been to?
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith.
But that was also my bucket list concert. Like I wanted
Okay,
to
so that was
see
your
I wanted to see Aerosmith so badly, and it was such a phenomenal show. I was just obsessed, and it was fantastic.
Did you ever like meet have you ever paid for like VIP type of stuff or like meet and greets or anything?
So I've never paid for them. That doesn't mean I haven't done them. So Bush, again, 90s alternative grunge rock band, right? It's like my top. It's always been my favorite band since I was 14 years old. And they were in concert in Virginia Beach, and so obviously I went and saw them. Then something got mentioned on the radio, just like in passing, that they were staying in town an extra night. They were going to be at this bar to do like an acoustic set the next day during the day, which at like 10 a.m. on like a Wednesday or
I
something.
just imagine your face pressed up against the glass at this bar, like staring in.
I left work and we went up there, and it was just this tiny, it was not a big bar. It was like this tiny little, very intimate setting. They sat on the stage. He did an acoustic set. He was as far away from me as you are right now. And I was just
That's insane. That's
I was
so cool.
obsessed with it. Right. So I'm sitting actually on the bar, not even in a bar stool. I'm like sitting on the bar. I wasn't doing anything outrageous. Everybody was sitting on the bar. And there's all these like young girls waitressing and serving, and nobody has any idea who these guys are, right? They're just like little girls, just have no idea the legends that are sitting in
Just
front
a
of them.
small town girl.
Right. And the bar manager was like, yeah, these girls have no idea how cool this actually is. And I was like, oh my God, they've been my favorite band since forever. And he's like, do you want to meet them? Because it was only like
Passes out.
Yeah, they gave away like 5 for call-ins. Like the radio station did like 5. And he's like, I'll get you back there. I said, what? And so he did take us back to do a meet and greet with the band, and I got pictures with him. And I was obsessed because I was like, you've been my favorite since I was 14 years old.
Foaming at the mouth.
To like Gavin Rosdale. And I was like, you've been my favorite since I was 14. And he was like, so since yesterday, which, haha, that is such a joke. Like, if you flatter me so, because like him and I are like the same age. So like it was very exciting. So actually he's like 10 years older.
That's so fun. I've thought about that in my head. I'm like, if I ever met Sabrina, like what would I say to her? And every time like I go blank. I don't know what I would do. Would I pass out? Would I throw up?
You would probably throw up.
Would I like what if she what if she gave me a hug? Like I don't know.
God.
Like I would freak out. Like
I wonder if she smells like her actual perfume. Have you smelled her perfume?
Oh, I should though.
Oh, it smells like it's sweet.
Is it good?
I would never wear it.
Oh.
Like me personally, like I don't want to smell like.
Is it like cupcakes or like?
Yeah, it's really sweet.
Oh.
It comes in something that looks like a little chocolate bar, so that like the packaging is cute.
I have seen the.
Yeah, so and it smells how you would expect that to smell, like lots of caramel, lots of vanilla undertones, like lots of that.
Well,
and
she
I'm
is
like,
short and sweet.
So, yeah. So there's that. Yeah, you should do that. You should spend $1,000
just once. Like, it's
to
not,
do it.
yeah, it's not something that I want to like
Yeah.
do
Oh.
10,000 times
Yeah.
in my lifetime. But if I know there's an artist and I'm like, this is the right time, and I'm like, I'm super into her music,
Yeah.
like huge fan. So I'm like, absolutely, like this is the time
Yeah.
to do that. So the second she's on, I think she's taking a break right now. Obviously, she's going to be at the Met Gala on Monday, the 4th.
Oh, is it already coming up?
Oh, it's in my calendar. I got all pop events in my calendar.
I know. Everybody's probably like, how did this change from like mental health podcast to a pop podcast? It wasn't supposed to. It's not supposed to. That wasn't the plan.
And in today's pop culture news,
Right, that was not the plan. No, you should.
That's
so like
so cool.
do that. Yeah. I wanted to see Britney Spears so badly in Vegas when she was there, and it was on my list multiple different times. I'm going to go for this birthday. I'm going to go for that. She was there while I was in the middle of my divorce, and so obviously life got complicated, and that took precedent dealing with while I was dying. So, there's that. And then it was just like one thing after another, and I never got to go see her. And it makes me sad that I never got to go see Britney Spears in Vegas, especially because her residency there ended up being extended and was so long. So it was a bummer that I never got to go see her, because I very much, the way you are about Sabrina Carpenter, I very much was about Britney Spears and was like, I will pay for this. I want to go.
Just see her when she's on her comeback tour.
That's happening.
Maybe not in the States.
And so, because do give yourself that experience, because I sit here all the time and like, damn, I never got to go see Britney Spears, and that makes me a little bit sad. But like,
I know, like, I don't want to look back on my life and be like, I had the chance to see Sabrina. Like, I will wake up at whatever time I need to like get tickets. Like, I will wait out. I will take the day off of work to sit in a queue.
People do.
I will do what I need to do. Like, the second she is done with her break, and she's deserved it. She's been working her ass off for 2 years, but like, when do we get the tour dates, girl? Like, I'm ready.
Yeah, no, for sure. Do we have anything important to talk about?
We talked about being nice to people.
Yeah, you should be nice to people.
Well,
no, you should be nice to people.
Yeah.
Can I tell you about my intrusive thoughts real fast?
Yeah.
So we've talked about this before, but I was driving down the street yesterday. My son was in my car because we went to go see a Rockies game. And so we light railed, we drove, like we did all kinds of, it was basically like this planes, trains, and automobiles situation that we decided to take down to the stadium simply because I didn't want to pay for parking down at the stadium.
Fair though.
Yeah, I just didn't want to pay for that.
Parking?
No, not at all. And I was trying to make things convenient for him and I, but obviously more for him than I, because I'm the mom, right? So anyways, it ended up being an adventure in transportation. But as I was driving him back from the light rail station to his house, there was like a guy getting out of his car, but he was like on street parking. So he's getting out of his car. And I had the like most aggressive response and was like, oh my God, don't jump in front of me. As we're just like driving down the street. And my son's like, he's getting out of the car, Mom. And I was like,
but it freaks me out. I hate people
I was like,
getting...
what if he's gonna kamikaze himself in front of my
car? Or even just people just like trying to cross the street. Like, it just makes me anxious. I'm like, are you going to like, you're gonna jump out in front of my car and then I'm gonna go to jail because you wanted to die today?
Yes.
Like, I didn't want to kill you. I didn't mean to murder anyone. I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry, officer.
Yes. And so I was like, don't you ever, like, does that never cross your mind?
All the time.
No, but I said that to my son. I was like, doesn't that ever cross your mind that, like, you're worried that, like, somebody's just going to jump in front of your car? And he's like, no. He's like, do you think about this often? And I was like,
oh, no.
All the time. I was like, this is a common fear. I said, no, it's not every person that's walking down the street, but like there will just be these random moments that I'm like, oh my God.
And it's like, the people that it's like my brain does this weird thing of like, oh, these people over here are fine, but these people over here, they're definitely going to like run out.
Jump in front of my car.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was, I'm like, why are these intrusive thoughts that I have like so intrusive?
Or like even people that are, like, you know, asking for money or like wanting to like wash your windshield and things like that, like I always get a little anxious. I'm like, are you just gonna like jump right out in front of me? Like, I don't know. I don't know what you're gonna do. Like, it's wild.
Yeah, like I just really, and we were at the light rail so much, and like you hear about it often, people jumping in front of the light rail, like and ours don't go fast, right? Our light rails are only going, I mean, they are if you're in the middle of it, but if you're like jumping in front of it as it's pulling up to park, it's going like not. So anyways, you hear about it in the news all the time, somebody being in the light rail or jumping in front of it. And so like as we were getting on and off the light rail and we're riding on the light rail, this same sort of thing, like, oh my God, what if we don't make it to the game because somebody jumps in front of the tracks? Why am I forever terrified of human beings jumping in front of cars and tracks? Like, this is a problem. I will take it up with my therapist.
I was gonna say, and we're booking a therapy session. I mean, honestly, it kind of makes me, because I have similar thoughts, and I'm like, oh, does that say more about us than it does about the
Me
other
than
people?
you.
Like, is this?
Am I the
Am I
problem?
the problem? Like, no, that can't be right. Like, no, everyone has these thoughts. Wow, that's wild. That honestly, it's kind of interesting to me that other people don't have those thoughts.
No, he did
maybe,
not.
Maybe everyone else is the problem.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. So
Glad we reached that conclusion. It's everyone else. It's not us.
it didn't take us long to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was that. I have a blind date brunch tomorrow, but not with a boy. Also not with a girl. Yes, it is with a
Wait.
girl. Hold please.
Who
Let
is
me
this?
hold on. Let me probably make this make more sense.
Did you meet an
My-
alien?
No. Yes.
Are they
It
are
is.
they beaming you up? Like, are you bumping in the spaceship? Like, what are we doing?
Yes. No. My son's girlfriend person
Okay.
lives out here still while he is
Situationship.
in Virginia. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he's out there, she's out here. I've never met her, but she was like, "Do you think your mom will go to brunch with me?" And so now I'm going to brunch with my son's girlfriend who I don't know, and he's not
Oh.
here. So I'm doing that tomorrow.
Oh.
So that's
interesting.
interesting.
I'm kind of excited to
Yeah.
hear about it. Like
Yeah.
it's either gonna be really organic and great, or it's gonna
Yeah.
be like super weird and awkward, and
Yeah.
you're gonna be
And I
like,
guess now she's bringing a friend. And I was like, like
Oh.
that made me more nervous than
I
even
know.
just like
my
her.
immediate reaction
Like,
was like, oh no, I don't.
I know. Whenever it was like just her, I was like, okay, cool. But now you're bringing a friend.
Like,
and
oh, now I have to introduce myself to two people. Like
to
that's
two
too much.
25-year-olds.
That's
I was
too.
just
That's
like,
too much.
yeah. So that is tomorrow that I'm doing that. And what I will say is like my son picks very lovely people. Like if he wants me to meet them, it's not because it's just any random.
Okay,
So
so
it was like-
there is some
Yeah.
method to the madness.
So it's
here.
very much like I trust my son. Like my son wouldn't be setting me up with for it to be chaos. If it turns into chaos, I will be letting him know. And he will never talk to her again. But I trust him.
It's either gonna go great or it's gonna go the other way.
Tomorrow.
All right.
TBD.
To TBD.
Next week we're going to talk about something important.
Yeah, this week was just kind of a meshing of various topics and a little discombobulated, but I feel like that's kind of the week that we've experienced.
Yeah, that's where my brain is. Like I couldn't focus. I apologize.
Yeah, adult ADHD.
I didn't plan. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I feel like my
It's a
brain
real
this
thing.
week is just like a hamster on a wheel in my
Yeah.
head, and it's like looking at all different directions trying to figure out what to focus on.
Absolutely. So it's just very very disjointed. But you know what? It's fine. Whatever. That's the dysfunction.
Yeah.
That's what makes us
Well,
dysfunctional.
and-
Sometimes I can't do what I'm supposed to do.
Well, and I'm just exhausted from doing all the interviews for all of our engineers here. Like we got some light engineers starting. We're gonna get our stylists. It's just been so busy.
Busy over here.
So busy.
It's a busy place.
Like honestly, I need a vacation. Like I've been working a little too much.
That's true. You should take one.
I know. I really deserve it.
Okay.
Where should I go?
TBD.
You heard it here first, folks.
We're gonna plan a
TBD.
vacation.
Where is Chris gonna go on vacation?
We should plan a vacation and we should go and we should record from our on-site vacation.
Oh,
We'll go to the Bahamas
We'll
and
go.
record live from the Bahamas.
And my immediate thought was, oh my God, Coachella 2027. Let's go.
You better save up more than those Sabrina Carpenter tickets.
God, I know.
All right. New episodes come out every single Monday.
Don't forget to like, follow,
subscribe. You were going to do it.
Bye.
Toodles Poodles. Don't be afraid to be great. Toodles Poodles. Bye.